Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here and your patience on timing. We are beyond honored and thrilled to have you here, Attorney General James. Welcome to Ulster County. Peak fall foliage time to be here, so you picked the right time to come. I'm just here to welcome you on behalf of the 180,000 residents of the county, to thank you for your support of our law enforcement community, and also I know your decades-long, career-long work on justice issues, criminal justice reform. I've made it a priority as county executive to really try to redefine what justice means, and the sheriff has been a tremendous ally in that. So we are aligned with your agenda, and we appreciate this support for the body-worn cameras. So thank you and welcome, and I'll hand it off, I think, to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much. I want to thank your county executive, Ryan, for reminding me how old I am. Thank you so much.
Oh.
And two, I want to congratulate him. He's a new father, so congratulations. Bless you. I also want to recognize Ann Barnhart, who is representing Assembly Member Miller. And of course, I want to thank the Ulster County Sheriff, Juan Figueroa, and the entire Ulster County Sheriff's Office for hosting us here today and for all that they do each and every day, keeping us safe. And I want to particularly give a prayer for all of the officers who've lost their lives, who've made the ultimate sacrifice to keep all of us safe in New York State, but also across the country as a whole. And so we know that our law enforcement agencies are vital to keeping our community safe. We know that Ulster County Sheriff's Office is vital to keeping this community safe. And I'm here today to help play a role in ensuring this community safety, but also the safety of our officers who put their lives on the line each and every day. And today, I am excited to present Sheriff Figueroa and the Ulster County Sheriff's Office with a check for $69,750 for body-worn cameras. Okay, don't overspend it.
Can we get an applause for that?
So with these funds, Ulster County Sheriff's Office was able to purchase 93 body-worn cameras for their agency as part of my office's Capture and Account of Material Situation, or CAMS. Through this program, we will ultimately distribute a total of more than $1 million to cover the purchase of 891 body-worn cameras and 321 body-worn systems for 13 law enforcement agencies throughout the entire state. This important program is funded with money recovered from organized crime takedowns carried out by the Attorney General's office, and I am pleased that we can use these funds to reinvest in our communities and for programs that truly benefit everyone. Today in Utica, we are also using funds for gun buybacks, and I'm told as of 20 minutes ago that we were able to purchase back over 120 guns from Utica this morning and this afternoon, and we have been doing that all over the state of New York. But the importance of body-worn cameras cannot be overstated. They are critical tools for providing transparency, accountability, and protecting public safety. And when I say public safety, I mean the safety of both civilians and the police officers who dedicate their lives to protecting us every day. My responsibility and duty, along with everyone here today, is to ensure that every police officer returns to their family each and every night safely. And while these body-worn cameras are common sense tools, the reality is that many local law enforcement agencies do not have the resources to purchase them. And with cameras costing almost $1,000 each, agencies are finding it difficult to outfit their entire force. That is why my office has stepped in, and that is why we have created this program. And I know just how important body-worn cameras are. In fact, when I was a member of the City Council, I was one of the earliest proponents of outfitting New York City NYPD with them, working very closely with the police commissioner. Back then was Police Commissioner Kelly, who I had the opportunity to see last night. And he reminded me of all the work that I've done with respect to body-worn cameras and with other technology in NYPD. And I look forward in my position as the Attorney General to expanding those resources all throughout the state of New York and those efforts and focusing on technology so that we can keep our law enforcement officers safe and that we can get bad guys off the street. And so it's really critically important to ensure fairness, to ensure justice, and to ensure safety, and that will always be my top priority. So thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege, And at this point in time, I think I'm turning it over to the sheriff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Attorney General.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. And just a quick story. The first time I met the Attorney General was when I just got elected. I went to the New York State Sheriff's Association meeting in January. And because of another gentleman that's up here, Rabbi A. Friedman, and thank you for being here today, he coordinated a meeting between myself and the Attorney General. But the important thing is that the Attorney General addressed the Sheriff's Association, and that was the first Attorney General in over 3 decades to address all of us, and shows her dedication to the people of the state and law enforcement. So thank you, Attorney General. Thank you. I also want to thank the county executive for being here. He is a big supporter of law enforcement, and for the 180,000 folks that live in Ulster County, and the new direction and his guidance in assisting law enforcement in our job. So thank you, County Executive. I'm just going to say a couple of quick notes about the body-worn cameras. It's an effective tool. And this tool has been deployed not only to our criminal division that go out every day and do everything from dog barking complaints to homicides, but also our corrections division, and the importance of having that technology to assist us in law enforcement. It's a commitment to transparency and accountability to maintain public trust between those of us in law enforcement and the community that we serve. With this award of nearly $70,000 from the Attorney General's office, it helps us offset the cost to our taxpayers. And so I appreciate everything that the Attorney General has done, and of course our county executive. And thank you very much, all you folks, for being in here this afternoon. I want to turn this over to Detective Lieutenant Abe Markowitz for some closing comments.
Thank you, Sheriff. So I was asked to provide all of you just a very brief overview of how these cameras work. You all either have had or will have an opportunity to take a closer look at them. You can see these particular ones are made by Panasonic. They're fairly rugged because they're going to be used out on the street, and these are similarly made as the other companies that make them. The people that made these were smart enough and had the foresight enough to realize that in stressful situations, it's hard to, it can be hard to find small little buttons and things like that. So they keep this very simple for us to turn on and turn off. And essentially once it's on and it's on your body, the main way that you turn it on is you hit this little button twice and it's recording, and you'll be able to see it from an indicator. When you're ready to turn off the recording, then you simply hold the button, a long hold, until you see the recording light turn off, and your recording is finished. At the end of the shift, or whenever your policies dictate, you go back to wherever your headquarters, your substation, whatever the case may be. You'll find a docking station. You stick it in the docking station. It'll then charge it and offload the data that has been recorded during that time. You come back whatever the next day, whenever your next shift is, grab it, and you are ready to go again. And that is the less than 30 seconds version of how these work. Thank you. I'm going to turn this back over to the Attorney General. Madam Attorney.
Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And so now we're going to take some on-topic questions, and then we're going to take some off-topic questions. Any questions? Yes?
Back in May, you released about state police needing to get body cams. I noticed they're not on this list.
You're absolutely right. Because of the large size of the state police, right now they are not in a position to receive any of the funds. But we are working with the state police, and hopefully we can change that going forward. It is a priority.
Is there resistance from the state police?
No, by no means. No resistance at all. It's just their sheer size. And so what we are trying to do is identify some resources and work with them, but they are open to this initiative, and I thank them for that. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Hi, Jesse Smith, Ulster Publishing. You know, one of the things we hear about body cameras, that there's a lot of back-end costs in terms of maintaining, preserving hundreds, maybe thousands of hours of video for as long as the law may require. Is there any assistance forthcoming on that end, or else what is the impact on the county, on the sheriff's budget when it comes to maintaining servers for all this?
So we recognize that storage might be an issue and production might be an issue, and so I was speaking to the county executive, and obviously as the Attorney General's office, if we can identify resources as a result of forfeiture funds, we will assist Ulster County and any other county in the state of New York to address those expenses.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I thank you all for coming, and if there's any off-topic questions, I'll take them to the side. Thank you all, and let's keep law enforcement safe, and let's keep them in our thoughts and in our prayers each and every day. Bless you and thank you.